welcome to the stream. Let me promote the stream before I get started. And as you can probably tell, I'm gonna be playing Deus Ex and kind of divided. I'm gonna promote this stream. Um, so yeah, and also I'm gonna be using Facecam in streams from now on. So yeah. Um, just let me get back to where I can view it. Okay, time to get started. And also, I'm gonna be, um, like, on my playthroughs of games, I'm gonna try and, like, I'm gonna try and use normal difficulty.
Advances in biotechnology were helping people improve their physical and mental abilities to an amazing degree. Provided, of course, they had enough money. A new breed of people was emerging, half human, half machine. And in Detroit, at least, not everyone was happy to see it. I'd just landed a job as head of security at Sarif Industries, a cutting-edge biotech firm. David Sarif himself handpicked me for the job. Said he needed me to keep his people safe. My ex, Megan Reed, was one of them. Brilliant neuroscientist, Megan had found a way to make augmentation safe and affordable for everyone. All she had to do was present her research to Congress. But the night before her big meeting, my security measures failed. A team of Black Op mercenaries stormed into Sarif headquarters, massacring everyone in sight. 3 of the mercs were heavily augmented walking tanks. Their mission? Take out Megan and her team. I tried to stop them.
So basically, this is just standard. This is basically just. Sounds a lot like a Metal Gear Solid kind of boss. Ironically enough, even though it's not even a Metal Gear Solid game as far as I know.
High-end military-grade enhancements saved my life. The best augmentation Sarif's money could buy. It took me half a year to get a feel for them. Should have taken longer. But 6 months into my recovery, Sarif Industries was attacked again.
Which I looked
this
up,
time,
before I started streaming, I looked up best stats to go for. And it said that put a balance between body and mind. You know, for hacking and combat-related skills throughout the game. Combat and hacking.
Limit biotechnology research. The thugs broke into Sarif's factory and found machinists working overtime on a top-secret military augment called the Typhoon. Sarif sent me to retrieve it, and when I did, I found one of the so-called purists next to it, wired with cerebral implants, trying to download its classified specs. Obviously, something more was going on. The AUG killed himself before I could question him. Sarif ordered me to dig deeper, so with the help of Frank Pritchard, Sarif's head of cybersecurity, I did. Turns out a second hacker had been controlling the AUG's actions from somewhere off-site. Pritchard and I tracked his signal to a secret FEMA internment camp in Detroit. The Black Op mercenaries were there.
I look like
same mercs.
I look like Big Ed from 90 Beyonce's Deformed Twin.
Figured they'd try again when they saw me.
That was somehow transferred into a younger body.
I took out the tank named Barrett. Even got him to give me a new lead. A penthouse apartment in China.
You know, one that actually has a net. And then the fat was still there in some way.
Hengsha Island, China. Home to a city so crowded, they had to build a second city on top of it. Trying to find clues in Hengsha wouldn't be easy. Lucky for me, I wasn't alone. Farida Malik, Seraph Industries' ace pilot, had lived in Hengsha before. A good person to have on your side. She knew enough about the place to get me around. Malik dropped me in
basically,
the
this is just Metal Gear, like the ones people played, and I never played in Metal Gear Solid games, so I wouldn't. I think it's for Vengeance or something like that. I never played a Metal Gear Solid game, so I wouldn't.
Turns out the man who lived there was a criminal hacker named Van Bruggen. The same hacker who'd been remotely controlling the AUG in Sarah's factory. Van Bruggen's panicked decision to force the man to commit suicide had been a mistake. Now his mercenary partners were gunning for him, and I needed to find him before they did. Locating Van Bruggen meant playing nice with the Triads, Hengsha's organized crime lords. They had the hacker holed up inside a low-rent capsule hotel. By the time I found him, Van Bruggen had no qualms giving up the woman who hired him. Zhao Yunru, president of the Taiyang Medical Corporation. According to Van Bruggen, Zhao wanted to monopolize the augmentation industry and had hired Black Op mercenaries to destabilize her competition. Seraph Industries was at the top of her list. To prove this, I needed to get inside TYM and grab a surveillance hologram off a server. I suspected Van Bruggen was hiding something when he told me this, but nothing could have prepared me for what I saw. Megan wasn't dead. She and her 4 best researchers had been kidnapped, spirited away somewhere while their kidnappers
Jesus
look
Christ,
like they were dead.
This cutscene has been going on for like 5 minutes, like about 5
she claimed
minutes
to be
now.
a pawn in a bigger plan, and hinted at a group so powerful it controlled global interests at a whim.
Is this giving an entire world history textbook worth of information?
I figured Zhao was lying, but part of her confession made sense.
Yeah,
David
I'm gonna look up this cutscene.
So worried, he'd required all of them to have subdermal locator devices surgically implanted. The GPOs would have been broadcasting the day of the attack. But Zhao said a single call to Picus, the world's leader in global 24-hour satellite news, had turned those signals off. I needed to fly to Picus headquarters in Montreal if I wanted to learn.
Okay, good, it's only like 6 minutes long. But that's still really long for an opening cutscene.
Eliza Cassan, Picus Communications' First Lady of News. Malik thought I was reaching when I told her Eliza was involved in this. The world's most famous news anchor, working with a mercenary hit squad. But when I confronted Cassan in her office, she freely admitted to jamming Detroit's satellites the night Megan's team had been taken. Said she's just been following her commands. I suspected she wanted to say more. But Black Op mercenaries showed up looking to shut us both down. And just like that, the Eliza I'd been talking to disappeared. The Mercs were led by an augmented killer I'd crossed paths with twice before. Fedorova, a woman who'd made silence her best friend. She waited for me to track Eliza's transmission to a secret server room underneath the Picus complex.
What is it with these weirdly shaped character models? They look like a 3D render of an anime character.
With Fedorova down and no one left to keep Eliza quiet, she reappeared. Turns out Picus' first lady of news wasn't a lady at all. She was a sophisticated AI program, engineered to monitor data streams and control what people believed. Eliza told me the Mercs had brought in a Humanity Front doctor named Isaiah Sandoval to remove the scientist's implanted tracking devices while Detroit's satellites were down. She also told me to speak to David Seraph if I wanted to learn more. By the time Malik and I got back to Detroit, tensions between normal and augmented citizens had reached a flashpoint. Riots were breaking out in several cities, and the UN was being urged to intervene. Seraph was trying hard to convince Hugh.
Hold on, I'm skipping past this if I can. I'm skipping past that. That's way too long. That is way too long of an opening cutscene. It is given an entire world history lesson in this
I once thought
for a game that And a lot of that information is frankly unnecessary.
Now look at it.
A lot of it just seems really unnecessary.
In yet another augmented terror attack, 251 passengers aboard Sister Airlines Flight 451 were killed when an augmented passenger broke into the plane's cockpit and ruthlessly butchered its flight crew. Details recovered from the black box recorder suggest that the man may have been suffering flashbacks to the AUG incident. That horrible day 2 years ago when augmented people all over the world flew into a psychotic killing spree, causing the greatest loss of life in recent history.
Sometimes you just have to let go and embrace what you've become.
Not gonna go all wonky on us now, Hansa, are you?
Well, if I do, McCready, I guarantee you'll never see it coming.
Agent Jensen, am I gonna have a problem with you?
No, sir. No reason to assume you would.
Good, because you are the only augmented operative on this team, and I intend to make good use of you. Listen up, all of you. We got a sandstorm barreling down our ass and we can't afford to make mistakes. We're going after this man, an arms dealer named Shepard. He's ex-Bell Tower, one of the Special Forces commanders who disappeared during the incident.
Why
But
is
he's come out of
every video game character taller than me?
It's not.
The only
He's
one that
selling
isn't
weapons
taller than
and
me is
military-grade ordnance to
SpongeBob.
terrorists.
He's not even technically
This
a full-on
is a
video
run
game
scene.
character, and he's
The
only like
undercover
not
agent
even a
who lured
foot
Shepard out of his
tall.
hole. Best
He's
you
the only
see
video
the
game
pole's
character
got. For 3 years he's worked hard
that I can
getting
think
tight
of
with the Jinn, an
that
Iraqi smuggling
is
cartel
actually
that's
shorter than
infected the Eastern Hemisphere like a plague. Last week,
And that's
our arms dealer
that's
sent
only
a
based on a
message to the Jinn,
technicality.
offering to sell them a shitload of black market merchandise dirt cheap. They told Singh to handle
He's
the
not
money.
even a
They're not
foot
gonna like
tall,
it
and
when
he's
Interpol
not even a
disrupts
full-on
that party.
video game character.
Sing's cover really that good?
It is right now. We need to keep it that way. This is where the deal's going down. A half-finished high-rise hotel that's been abandoned ever since the incident. It's not a pretty picture inside.
Let me guess. Most of the laborers were augmented with heavy-duty industrial rigs. So when the incident hit, and they all went schizo, things got gruesome real fast.
And
Skipping past this. You know what, I'm going full-on lethal.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
your call, but Singh's undercover in all this.
So watch your fucking sights.
What about range? There's lots of wide spaces and high ceilings in there, but a number of tight and constrained rooms too.
So it's a crapshoot, really.
I'm going with this.
Well, I'm not looking to play dice with anyone in there. Give me something with distance.
Your call. Less chance of being seen and compromising Singh that way. One last thing, Jensen. Singh said the Jinn are using some sort of portable Wi-Fi device to boost communications. He's got a better chance of maintaining cover if you disable it.
Wow,
Keep
the
an eye out
mounts
for
don't
it.
even sync
We're not around the
up.
clock here. You said there's a sandstorm moving in.
There is, and we got the intel on this
The
mission at the
mounts
very
don't
last
even
minute.
sync
So
up.
we're scrambling a little.
What
If
they're
it comes to it,
saying.
your number one priority is keeping the Jinn out of that atrium.
Copy that.
Time to put away your heavy thoughts, gentlemen. We're approaching the target building.
You're up first, Jensen. Let's do this.
Task force
You
action.
know what? I don't see
This
the
is Knife
problem
Leader.
with like.
Engage hush drives and descend to Angel
I don't see what
15.
people make such a big deal about slop content, because honestly, if you think about it for more than 2 seconds, every channel on the internet makes slop content. Every channel on YouTube makes slop content. Whether they're shorts creators, long form creators, or streamers, they make slop content. If you think about it, slop content is just there, make money, and everything. Or just doing what they can to best suit the algorithm. And that's literally describing every channel on YouTube.
Team leader, this is Jensen. I'm on the roof.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Solid copy. Move into the building. The access route you need to block us at the far end of the penthouses. And keep in mind, the direct route might not be easy. Once your team is on the ground. Miller out.
I'm gonna move the base cam, but I don't know how. That was a lot more intelligence than what I actually have, now that I think about it.
Jensen, we're moving through... Oh, fuck!
What's wrong?
The Jinn have got a few Jennies up and running. We're gonna have to hack keypads.
Shit. Enjoy it, McCready. They have colors and shapes. Just remember, red means bad.
Fuck you.
No clue what I'm supposed to do. Wait.
Jensen,
So,
Mac, listen up. Doppler shows that sandstorm's moving in fast. It's big, and it's gonna hit us hard.
God, I hate the fucking desert. Confirm visual?
I can. Time is not on our side.
Copy that.
Solid copy.
time's not much any better. Perfect.
Mac notion. Always.
These troops literally die in one hit. Yeah, I admit I wasn't ready for this. Wait, don't tell me it's gonna send me all the way back. Okay, good.
Matadosha. خلي بالك اتحرك.
Yeah, I admit I should play smarter, not harder. Welcome to the stream.
سمعت حاجة؟
Yeah, I should probably put on that stealth thing. I should probably do that before charging on in.
Oh, عشان سمعت دوشة. It's always نار. يا دي المصيبة.
At least I did better that time. Yeah, I should probably realize that it turns on almost instantly with one button press instead of, you know, I need to repeatedly press it.
Lay down from cover fire.
Jensen, what's your 20?
Working my way through the penthouses.
Remember to keep an eye out for the Jin's communications booster, if you can disable it.
Roger that.
You know what, I can't deal with this. I suck at this game because I have terrible aim and everything. I'm just gonna back out of this game and start up a new stream. Frankly, that's the best option I can do right now. Because I'm really getting, like, not necessarily mad, but I'm just getting, like, agitated. So I'm gonna see you guys in the next stream upload. So be sure to join up. Be sure to join for that.